afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. Brady Mallory's in for Susan Simon today. Good to have you.
What a Monday.
You picked quite a day.
I did.
We have
Life is happening.
Lots going on, so let's get right to it. ESPN is reporting that Aaron Rodgers will officially be a New York Jet, but that's not what the Packers are saying just yet.
And the first F-35 aircraft of what will be many will be arriving at Truax Field tomorrow. We'll show you what to expect.
And Twitter verification is gone, and it's already affecting us locally. An imposter is posing as the city of Madison on Twitter. Reporter Andrew Banstra tells us more coming up. But first, it is a time that we all knew was coming for over a month now. ESPN is reporting that the Aaron Rodgers trade to the New York Jets is official.
Sports anchor Jordan Reed joins us now to break down the deal. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, so yeah, Packers fans around the world have been waiting for this day to come, but is this really it? According to ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter, the Packers are receiving a few draft picks. In this year's draft, the Packers get 13, a second rounder, a sixth rounder, and a conditional second round pick in 2024. The Jets are receiving Aaron Rodgers, pick 15, and a fifth round pick. However, Packers GM Brian Gutekunst just had a media availability where he said that nothing is final. They are still working some things out, but that these talks have really amped up over the last 5 to 6 days. Now, this story is obviously still developing, so stay with us as we have continued coverage throughout the rest of the night.
The NFL draft starts on Thursday, so
yes,
something's got to happen.
They wanted to get the deal. Yeah, exactly. That's what Ian Rappaport had mentioned last night on Twitter, was like, hey, you know, they really wanted to have a deal sorted out before the draft gets underway. And clearly Monday, here we go. Here it is.
The Rodgers roller coaster.
Exactly. But yeah, but now it seems like it's actually pulling into the station. So it's pulling the station.
I mean, hey, quite a legacy here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been an era.
Yes, it has been, definitely.
All right. Well, keep us posted.
I will.
Let's take a look outside on this Monday. Excuse the quality of this video. I shot it with my phone. These are pelicans. They are
having a nice day.
Going through the area right now. Kind of stop off on their way up north, but there's lots of them. This is Tiedemann Pond in Middleton.
Yeah, and I mean, we're still waiting for a warm-up before we can get out.
I think those pelicans are waiting for a warm-up too before they head north. Julian's in the backyard. At least the sun's out.
Yeah, at least the sun's out. We were seeing some drizzles earlier, but folks, this April's been anything but seasonable. We had temperatures that are in the 80s at one point, and now we can't even get to the 60s as over the last couple of days we had snow for the weekend. So this week is another one that's in store for just a roller coaster ride. We have a couple of shower opportunities and even some sprinkles throughout the rest of this evening hours, but at least it's not going to be too cold. We're looking into the upper 40s until we get into tonight. Then the lower 40s and cloud cover will stick around. Still going to be rather chilly. Watching the radar, we were dealing with a couple of drizzles just earlier into our afternoon. Later into the evening, we could start to see a bit more of those spread a bit more going into tonight and potentially even bringing in a little bit of snow shower activity. 36 degrees looks to where we're going to fall for tonight here in Madison, and much of southern Wisconsin will be into the middle 30s. So again, another chilly one on tap, but it's not just the rain showers we're going to be watching for, potentially even some snow showers early into our Tuesday morning, and another resurgence of those showers coming into our Tuesday afternoon. We'll talk more about that in detail in a few moments, but until then, let's get a quick look around traffic. As of right now, smooth sailing as we're getting into our 4 o'clock hour. Again, we'll break down the timing and the potential swings of our week coming up in a few moments. Until then, back to you guys.
Julian, thank you. Residents along the Mississippi River in the western part of the state are preparing for expected heavy flooding during the next week as the snow melt up north makes its way downriver. The National Weather Service expects it to crest at locations between La Crosse and Cassville within the next week, and residents and volunteers in Cassville are already sandbagging buildings in low-lying areas. It's expected the river will reach levels not seen since 2001. Well, in the last few days, a random Twitter account is taking advantage of the new Twitter landscape to impersonate the city of Madison.
It's an example of how trolls have a local impact. After Twitter removed the legacy blue check marks that signified they'd verified the identities of accounts in favor of their Twitter Blue service. Andrew Banstra has the story. Andrew.
Yeah, this account has spent the last couple of days trolling the public, as you said, and it only has a few hundred followers, but it's confusing a lot of people. Accounts like this one are popping up across the Twitterverse, claiming to be people that they aren't and spreading misinformation. Under Elon Musk's new verification policy, Madison College's social media professor Steve Knoll told News 3 Now the line between the truth and satire is being blurred.
And as a result, not only are a lot of celebrities refusing to pay for it, a lot of people are jumping in and saying they're a celebrity and then getting the blue check mark. So it's this whole mass confusion that has just decimated Twitter's reliability to the point where you can't believe anything to be truthful on Twitter these days.
In a statement to News 3 now, the city of Madison confirmed the parody account is not associated with the city. Additionally, you can't just simply call Twitter and ask for this account to be designated as fake, given the new verification changes. At 6, you'll hear more from Steve on how we got to this point and how you can fact check to decide on what is and what isn't true on social media.
Thank you, Andrew. The first F-35 jet assigned to the 115th Fighter Wing at Truax Field is arriving tomorrow. Eventually, 20 of the planes will be permanently assigned there. The Air Force chose Truax Field as the preferred place to house the aircraft in 2017 over 4 other locations. While the move initially garnered praise from both sides of the aisle, including Senator Tammy Baldwin and then Governor Scott Walker, residents living near Truax Field have fought against the move, saying the planes will have major impacts on the climate.
A new poll shows that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former President Donald Trump are neck and neck in Wisconsin, with DeSantis now having the edge over Trump in our key swing states.
That sets the stage for a possibly contentious Republican primary, one that Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson weighed in on today. With more on where he sees the race stand, here's political reporter Will Keneally. Will?
Well, Mark and Brady, Ron Johnson has been a conservative, consistent Trump and Republican ally in Wisconsin here during the president's first term. And he sits comfortably now after being reelected to the U.S. Senate last fall. He said at an event in Milwaukee today that he would support the former president if he was the party's nominee, saying that that's what he has already done. Now, Trump has made history as the first president impeached twice, and Johnson was asked today about a possible Biden impeachment.
First of all, he would never be convicted in the Senate. So I'm not sure we want to go down that road again. I think Democrats have done that time and time again. It's not helpful. I think you should be impeached in Mayorkas. If Anthony Blinken doesn't resign, he ought to be impeached as well. Those are 2 people I think the House should impeach. So God bless all of you.
So he says there that he would support ousting the Secretaries of Homeland Security and State. That's in part due to a letter from former intelligence officials that says that the issue around Hunter Biden's laptop could be Russian disinformation. Now, he also touched on the issue of abortion in the wake of the Supreme Court decision to keep mifepristone on the market while lower courts hear arguments. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 5. Live from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
We'll see you at 5 o'clock. Thank you. The U.S. military is positioning resources to be ready should it be needed to help Americans escape war-torn Sudan.
Nicole Skanga has more details from the White House.
The Pentagon says it is deploying 2 U.S. Navy ships near Sudan to potentially help with evacuations.
U.S. Africa Command and the Department of Defense continue to work closely with State Department, which has the lead for helping American citizens wishing to depart Sudan.
Several dozen Americans traveled in a UN convoy from the capital city of Khartoum to Port Sudan in the east.
We have deployed U.S. intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets to support land evacuation routes, which Americans are using, and we're moving naval assets within the region to provide support.
The administration says it is working with foreign partners to help get Americans out now that the U.S. Embassy in Sudan has been evacuated. Saturday, SEAL Team 6 flew out of Camp Lemonnier in Djibouti and refueled in Ethiopia before reaching the embassy. In less than an hour, 87 people had been evacuated, first to Lemonnier, then on to Germany.
I could not be prouder of our team, most of whom are now en route back to the United States.
Violence continues to escalate in Sudan as rival generals battle for power. The State Department says the majority of Americans there are dual citizens who have not asked to leave. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the White House.
A French citizen was wounded when their diplomatic convoy came under fire while attempting to leave Sudan's capital city.
Well, big surprise at Fox News today, saying it has cut ties with its most popular host. Tucker Carlson was the host of the network's 7 p.m. hour. The unexpected announcement comes 1 week after Fox News settled a blockbuster defamation lawsuit with Dominion Voting Systems. Fox agreed to pay Dominion $787.5 million over the network's spreading of election lies, in which Carlson played a key role. In a media release, Fox News thanked Carlson and said his last show was last Friday. No other details were released. Carlson has not commented on the decision.
And longtime CNN host Don Lemon is out at the cable news network a little more than 2 months after apologizing to viewers for on-air comments about Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley. The host said in a Twitter post that he was stunned by the move and said he was informed by his agent. CNN CEO said Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over the past 17 years. In mid-February, Lemon drew widespread condemnation for saying the 51-year-old Haley was not in her prime, and later said he regretted the comment.
Well, both announcements are, of course, a big shakeup in the cable news environment.
Well, let's talk more about this with UW Assistant Journalism Professor Katie Culver, soon to become the director of the Journalism School.
Congratulations, first of all, for that.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So what is the impact of conservative talk programs like Carlson's on this so-called culture war in the country?
Well, I certainly think it has a tremendous impact beyond just culture war issues, things like LGBTQ rights, how we should run public schools and private schools in some cases. I think with this, we're talking about tremendous impact on citizen trust in election integrity. That's what was at the base of the Dominion lawsuit versus Fox News, and Tucker Carlson was very much a player in that.
The primetime shows on both networks are opinion shows, but many see them as news. Is that a problem?
I think it can be a problem when people don't discern the difference between news and opinion. I also think that it can be a problem when opinion hosts don't base those opinions on fact, when they deceive the audience about the basis of what it is they're trying to assert. There's not necessarily any problem with partisans trying to persuade people toward their view. You know, I may believe one thing about how we ought to fund Social Security, and I can make that argument and try to move people toward my side. But if I'm not basing that argument on actual evidence, if I'm skewing numbers, if I'm lying about what's at issue, then I'm deceiving the people that I'm trying to convince.
Well, and we've read a lot about Don Lemon's issues at CNN. They've been pretty well documented. What can we make about his termination today?
I, for one, was surprised it took this long. I think what he said was offensive to many, if not most, if not all, of his viewers, and I was quite surprised that he survived it, but apparently he didn't.
And you know, this is a business, and it's kind of surprising at some level that Fox would get rid of Tucker, one of the big stars, big moneymakers.
It certainly is, but I want to be careful. You know, we had some bizarre timing here with these two big figures departing, or as both networks said, parting ways with their networks. But the cases are completely different. They're not at all close. And so it's going to be interesting to see as things play out why Fox made the decision to part with Tucker, or vice versa if he made that decision. But it's really not the same as Don Lemon.
Yeah, it is two completely different reasons behind the parting of the ways, as they say. We'll have to see how the holes are filled in the coming days. Katie, thanks for being with us today.
All right, thanks so much.
When we come back, film critic Will Loper has the weekend box office numbers.
The horror film Evil Dead Rise is gunning for the top spot. We'll have the numbers and what to watch when Live at 4 continues.
Mad City, a division of Renewity, the local service you deserve, now backed by unmatched national strength. We are Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. And now we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. Receive special savings on a beautiful new cabinet refacing project. In addition to our lifetime warranty, Mad City offers a price lock guarantee. Once you receive a free design consultation, we'll lock your price in and guarantee it for 1 year, no matter what. Be one of 50 homeowners who call now and receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
With Dad's arthritis, he needs extra help around the house, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their age-at home service, he can stay at
home. That's where I want to spend these months. With hospice care from a Grace, I can stay home with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my life again after Joe died. But through a Grace, I found hope and healing.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
This month, step inside local schools on high alert. Madison Magazine shares a chilling look at active shooter drills. Learn how they're affecting students and who's working to minimize their trauma. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Want to know right now what the weather will be like tomorrow? Download the First Warn Weather app and you'll get my customized forecast for tonight and tomorrow.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now. Watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. This happened to me.
Okay.
If you ever get sick with COVID, which I was last summer, my dog acted different. Louis acted differently.
Oh, isn't that something? Well, actually, a new study shows they're pretty good at detecting it. Researchers in California trained 2 Labrador retrievers to sniff for volatile organic compounds on people's ankles. They brought them to 27 schools, and it turns out the dogs detected 85 infections and ruled out more than 3,400 others. But the dogs also alerted 383 false positives and missed 18 infections.
He just wanted to hang out with me. He wouldn't leave my side.
Yeah, wanted to take care of you, make sure
I didn't want him
okay.
to get sick, but...
Yeah.
Well, he didn't. This week, the National Infertility Awareness Week, and the Building Families Alliance is pushing for mandated insurance coverage for infertility. Infertility affects 1 in 6 individuals globally and more than 172,000 families in Wisconsin. For some families, an infertility diagnosis is not the largest barrier to becoming a parent. The largest barrier is actually cost.
An average in vitro fertilization or IVF cycle in the United States is $15,000. A recent survey found that women of reproductive age accrued $30,000 of debt on average after undergoing treatment.
The organization has a bill in the Wisconsin legislature that would add infertility benefits to medical coverage in the state. The coverage has been common in some states since the 1980s. Well, the Milton Police Department is now equipped with backpacks meant to comfort children during crisis situations.
They're called reach bags, and they're filled with new children's books and drawstring backpacks. First responders across Wisconsin use books from a reach bag to comfort children they encounter in crisis situations. The books also serve to distract the child from the source of the trauma. The children's books and backpacks are being delivered by Reach a Child, a Madison-based nonprofit.
Every department that we support, and that's now over 300, they say we love these resources, but we couldn't afford them. We can't put them in our budget. So thank you to the community partners like the Milton Community Fund that are providing us the opportunity to bring these books and backpacks.
Each of the 6 Milton squad cars gets 1 bag. The department also received hundreds of additional children's books for community engagement purposes.
Stocks closed mixed as earnings loom from the tech heavyweights. The Dow Industrials gained 66 points, closing at 33,875. The NASDAQ gave up 35 points, but the S&P 500 added 3.5. It was a quiet weekend at the box office, but one movie inched closer to the $1 billion mark.
Pretty sure it's not the movie I saw. But let's find out which one it is in Loper's report. Here's Will Loper.
Hey, Mark and Brady. As Mario wins the box office once again this past weekend and moves ever closer to the $1 billion mark, a new movie opened in theaters, marking the halfway point to Halloween. Evil Dead Rise opened at number 2, making $23 million, which should just about make back its budget for the gallons of fake blood it used. Director Sam Raimi first introduced us to the world of Evil Dead with 1981's The Evil Dead, and in 1987, its remake sequel, Evil Dead 2. Groovy. The film features Bruce Campbell as our intrepid hero, Ash Williams, constantly getting harassed by demonic entities known as Deadites. The series was defined by its mix of humor and horror, brought to new heights with the third film, Army of Darkness, in 1992, in which Ash travels to medieval times.
This is my boomstick. You can find this in the sporting goods department.
In 2013, we got a soft reboot and continuation, but that film was a grim and bleak outing, ditching nearly all the humor. Now we get the 5th film in the franchise, where once again a Book of the Dead is discovered, and when it's read, Deadites are unleashed and start wreaking havoc on a family in an apartment. Ellie, mother of 3, becomes possessed, and what follows is a very R-rated back and forth between her and her sister and children.
This evil creates terror through total chaos.
This film is not for the faint of heart, as such utensils as a scissors, chef's knife, and cheese grater are all used in various gruesome ways. When compared to Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy, this film can't help but pale in comparison and feel a bit of a disappointment. But taken on its own, if you're a horror fan, there's enough in Evil Dead Rise that will make it worth a watch.
What is this?
Over on streaming services, new on HBO Max is the 2nd season of Somebody Somewhere.
There really is something to be said for going it alone.
Really?
You've always been alone. You're good at it or used to it or whatever.
Bridget Everett returns as Sam in the series that explores relationships in a small town in Kansas.
What is that?
It's your birthday cake.
Looks like a cow patty.
And streaming on Disney Plus Friday is their latest live-action remake, Peter Pan and Wendy.
It's me.
Just like old times.
All your times are old, Captain.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
That is one big...
Evil Dead Rise?
All we heard was cheese grater.
I know, we both shuddered during that.
And what movie did you see?
Oh, I saw Mafia Mama with Toni Collette. It had its moments. It wasn't the best movie. It's not going to make $1 billion. But I like it.
There you go. Wait for it for a home release.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. There's more to come at 4. Get ready to meet our pet of the week from the Dane County Humane Society.
We'll meet 4-month-old Shea Butter coming up after Julian's first warn forecast.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Attention homeowners, Mad City Kitchens is looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. The first 50 homeowners will receive promotional pricing on a kitchen cabinet refacing project. We want to evaluate our exciting new cabinet refacing product lines in real kitchens, including exciting new styles and colors. And don't forget the soft close doors and drawers. Call now for your free design consultation, and with our price lock guarantee, we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Plus, 50 homeowners who call now will receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. And be sure you call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. a framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And it's crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
This is Beth. She's in an endless aisle of flat pack furniture she'll never have time to assemble. What Beth really needs is a break from the DIY with my new Calvin bedroom. She'll love the gorgeous detail on the stylish chevron headboard and stunning white and calming gray finishes. The 5-piece set still only costs $9.99. And with Bobtastic delivery, she can get white glove unpacking, assembly, trash removal, and more. Why do more when you can spend less and get more? Take a break. Spring break at Bob's Discount Furniture.
George uses AT&T. Anthony has Spectrum One. With AT&T, George pays $55 for internet and $75 for his unlimited extra mobile line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Anthony gets internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile for $49.99 a month. Go to spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Get Spectrum internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit spectrum.com/save more or call 833-714-4999 today.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, take a look at this. A skier enjoying the picturesque beauty of the French Alps backcountry found himself in a pit of trouble. Watch as the skier realizes the patch of snow he was on crumbles beneath his feet into a seemingly endless black hole.
Oh, my gosh.
As he free falls down the crevasse, luck is on his side when he stops his descent with his skis and poles. As the hole continues to open deeper, the man was able to climb out with 0 injuries.
This is why I stay in the chalet.
That would be the last time I ever skied.
Yeah.
Dad, I saw that earlier last week, and I just freaked out when I saw that. Oh, my gosh.
He's lucky to be alive.
Whew. All right. Well, from that to this, the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, were on full display across much of the United States last night and this morning. Isn't it pretty?
It was really nice to see.
Did you see them?
No, but I saw everyone's photos.
Oh, love the photos. Well, they were forecast to be visible in as many as 30 states, depending on weather conditions like cloud coverage. So here's a sample of the photos taken by our viewers in the area last night. Some good photographers out there.
What time was this?
So it was varying, but from 10 to 2 o'clock was the peak.
Okay.
So 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. it was your peak time. You could even see it over Lake Mendota or Monona if you were away from some of the light pollution. You could see it faintly with the naked eye, and especially our dear friend in Cross Plains, she was able to, Dana, she was able to get a really good glimpse of things last night. So
not tonight?
Tonight it will be difficult to see because of cloud cover.
That would be a problem.
And it's also not going to be as visible, so...
Well, the clouds,
it just ruins it.
So you can go to channel3000.com.
We have all these
pictures.
pictures.
A gallery.
Yes.
Yeah, you can act like you were actually seeing it. But outside of that, talking about the weather, well, we're still on a roller coaster ride, folks. We'll be breaking down everything you need to know with the First One forecast after the break.
I think they did a very nice job. It's a beautiful kitchen now.
They had a great setup to make you pick all the things you needed to design the perfect kitchen for you.
Mad City has more than 50,000 satisfied customers and an A+ rating with the BBB. Now we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. From cabinets with soft closed doors and drawers to countertops, pull-out shelves, and Lazy Susans installed in as little as 2 days. Act now. The first 50 homeowners who call will save with free installation with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Made with American biofuels, E15 saves drivers money, reduces emissions, and creates jobs in rural communities. Last year, when gas prices were spiking, President Biden extended summer sales of E15 and saved drivers nearly $1 per gallon in some areas. We can't afford higher gas prices this summer. We need the Biden administration to act again. Tell Senator Baldwin that President Biden must protect access to E15 and extend savings at the pump.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, the Northern Lights were in full display for 30 states throughout the United States, and even for us here in southern Wisconsin, many of us were able to take full advantage in getting some of those photos. We have to show it off first, thanks to In Verona from Kate Huseth. She was able to donate a couple of photos for us to be able to see in Verona some rather nice shots of the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights from last night. Now, it was peaked from 10 to 2 a.m. this morning, and folks, there's still plenty of it. We can't show it all as of right now, but folks, thank you for sending those in. We'll be sharing those on our social media throughout the course of the day. Now, outside of that, let's get into our weather. The Mississippi River is still into a flood risk throughout the course of much of this week, and you can see currently, especially towards the western side or near Iowa, where we are looking for the Mississippi River to be rolling through. We are looking at the crest and the currents to be rather high as of right now. The good news is we're not expecting a whole lot of heavy rainfall to be adding to that total, but with the snow melt from the north, we could see some issues later into the week. We have a low pressure system over the upper Midwest, and these upper level troughs, which have been digging and bringing in just a bit of moisture, which has produced a couple of showers and some drizzles early this afternoon and even later into tonight. But as of right now, around Dane County, we are rather dry, though it is still pretty cloudy. Just north and towards Columbia County and areas to the east near Dodgeville, Dodge County, we are going to be starting to see a bit more of those showers starting to continue throughout the rest of this evening, as temperatures themselves will stay into the upper 40s. So it's going to feel like a late fall for us here in southern Wisconsin throughout the course of today. Going into tonight's, cloud cover is going to stick around, especially just south of Madison, with a couple of shower activities throughout Janesville into the early morning hours. But around 7 o'clock, we're looking for things to be rather dry as we're heading out the door, but it's still going to be on the colder side. Temperatures into the middle 30s for us here in Madison, and even near freezing for areas to the west. Once we get to lunchtime, we will warm up into those middle 40s, but a couple of showers are going to be expected throughout much of southern Wisconsin, but it's mainly going to be into the isolated sections. So some areas, especially around Dane County and for Iowa County, we could see a couple of shower activities throughout early Tuesday afternoon and around the 5 p.m. commutes. As we warm near 50 degrees for us here in Madison, things are going to be pretty much out of here. Getting into the overnight hours, it's going to be very similar. Temperatures into near freezing, and then we're going to start to warm up even more so getting into our Wednesday. Not expecting much in terms of the shower activity to accumulate much rainfall throughout much of southern Wisconsin. Less than 1/10 of an inch. Areas closer to Lake Michigan is where we're going to be looking a bit more for us to have some shower activity that will be picking up. Outside of that, here is our 3 things we'll need to know. It's going to be dry for Wednesday and Thursday, but isolated showers are going to remain in the forecast. And then we have another shot of seeing some more rainfall coming into Friday and potentially even a thunderstorm. Otherwise, we are going to be seeing our temperatures finally climbing from Thursday into Friday into the lower 60s, and then plenty of April showers to welcome in the first week of May. And hopefully we can finally get some Mayflowers.
Hopefully. We got to plant them first. All right, Julian, thank you. Lisa Bernard from the Dane County Humane Society is here with our pet of the week. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Who do we have over? Oh, hello.
We have Shea Butter. She's playing musical chairs for us. Taking turns on our laps.
So tell us about her.
So she came earlier this month from Texas on a life-saving transport from an overcrowded shelter. She's only 4 months old. We would love for her to find a home very soon so she can grow up in a home and not in the shelter setting.
You're getting kisses, Brady.
She's so lovable. She's so sweet. She does start out very shy, so she needs a little more encouragement. Yeah. But otherwise, she loves to be held like you're holding her, Brady. Like,
look at that face.
Yeah, and she'll snuggle with you like crazy.
She's a character.
She is. She's really sweet.
Very inquisitive.
And so quiet.
Yeah.
Now, I've never
peep.
heard her bark yet. I haven't.
It was amusing. We kept trying to give her treats, and she would take them, but then
spit them out.
She had other things to do.
Just spit them out on the floor.
Yes. She had to test out the perfect seat, and
I think
she found one.
Yep.
It's Brady.
Oh, but
for now.
She's going to greener pastures now.
Now we're going to the back. Now we're going around the back.
Hi, honey.
This is her show now.
It is her show. Look at how sweet. But she is a total lap dog. She's so sweet and adorable. Loves her snuggles.
All right, springtime is rough on wild critters in the urban areas.
Yes, so if you are starting your gardening, hopefully the weather's going to be finally nice enough for that. We're asking everyone to just remember to check for baby rabbits in your yards, or check your trees for birds or baby owls in the nests.
Yeah.
So, and if you can postpone for a little bit, that would be great.
So what if so if you see something, just leave it alone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they'll leave the nest within 4 weeks.
There's
so if you could do other areas, that would be great.
Oh, now we got the toy.
That rhyme that I learned, if you care, leave it there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and you know, mother rabbits, they're not around. They don't want to bring predators in.
Right.
So they're just going to come and feed their babies at dusk and then at dawn. So don't be too concerned. You know, if you see them, they look healthy. Just look out for mom.
This is a...
Are you playing?
All right, last time we had Baby and Bijou.
And they've been adopted.
Oh, good.
I would imagine so. They were kind of cute, a little more docile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's coming out of her shell.
Yeah, she's not shy anymore.
No, she's ready to play.
So if you're adopting Shea Butter or checking out the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Okay.
She's a sweetie. I think
she's a sweetie.
She would make someone's home.
Oh, absolutely. She's going to be a great size, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Lisa, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next year on Live at 4, we'll take you to Wrexham, Wales, where soccer fans finally have something to cheer about.
And then at 5, there's a new fitness center on campus. We'll take a look at the Baki Recreation and Wellbeing Center.
At Pick and Save, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Have you envisioned a beautiful modern kitchen for your home? Choose from either white satin or stone gray, perhaps a wood tone, such as Kodiak or raw umber. Mad City Kitchens is your trusted source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Avoid the lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and transform your kitchen in style with installations in as little as 2 days. Ask about our price lock guarantee and don't wait to call. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. 50 homeowners who call now will receive free installation on a cabinet refacing project with no interest and no payments till 2025. Senior and military discounts. Plus last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
For back pain, I've always been a take 2 and call in the morning guy. But my new doctor recommended Salonpas. Without another pill upsetting my stomach, I get powerful, effective, and safe relief. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. At Pick and Save, however you shop, in-store, pickup, or delivery, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards. That's a win-win-win. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
New at 5, rising waters and rising fears. Cassville residents brace themselves as the Mississippi River threatens to flood their homes. How the town is preparing.
I hope you're used to the cloudy, cool, and sometimes showery weather. It'll be with us for a while. We should take a break from the showers for a couple of days before they return by the weekend. At 5, I'll let you know when the rain chances will end.
And ahead at 6, we enter the wild west of social media as a bogus account named the City of Madison sends out questionable posts. Is it fun or misleading? The story at 6.
Giving the old weather satellite a spin, we end up from the torch of Lady Liberty. Now this is
a cool view.
Interesting shot.
She might need a coat. It's 59 degrees.
Yeah, it's coming off the water there.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
I know they had a camera up there. Well, fans of a soccer team in Wales owned by 2 well-known actors are celebrating a Hollywood ending to their season. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney were there on Saturday as Wrexham was promoted from England's lowest professional league.
Before the 2 stars bought it, the club had fallen to its lowest level in 100 years. Imtiaz Tayyab shows how these 2 A-listers helped transform the club and the city supporting it.
Wrexham are promoted. It was history in the making for one of Britain's most historic but long-suffering soccer clubs, all with the help of Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, who took over Wrexham AFC back in 2021.
People said at the beginning, why Wrexham? Why Wrexham? This is exactly why Wrexham. Happening right now is why.
Paying $2.5 million for a floundering soccer club in northern Wales always seemed like a strange gamble for the Canada and Philadelphia-born actors, but it's paid off in ways neither could have imagined.
For us to be welcomed into their community and to be welcomed into this experience has been the honor of my life.
Formed more than 150 years ago, Wrexham is the world's 3rd oldest professional soccer club. But before this weekend's triumph, it and the surrounding city's glory days were long behind it. Welcome to Wrexham. In the docuseries Welcome to Wrexham, McElhenney said that's what attracted him to the team.
The town reminds me of Philadelphia. Yeah. It's a working class town, it's a blue collar town, and they haven't had all the opportunities that a lot of other people have had.
Saturday's win has propelled the club up the snakes and ladders system of the English Soccer League, moving Wrexham out of the lowly 5th-place National League and promoting it one step closer to the top-tier Premier League. A dream that once seemed impossible, says these fans.
This time, growing up is the best thing that's ever happened to us. 15 years. I love Rob and I love Ryan. I love them both.
A Hollywood ending for Wrexham, that's only the beginning. I'm Imtiaz Tayyab in London.
I think they had a good time.
I thought it was raining, that champagne.
Yep. Well, last season, Wrexham lost in the playoffs to miss out on promotion.
So they're on their way.
They are.
We'll see. A brand new three-row SUV is entering the market to take on the big guys.
We go behind the wheel in the 2024 Mazda CX-90 with Harvey Briggs. And he says it's an SUV with some soul. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Sight for sore eyes, my dear, after a long, cold winter. I know, aren't we ready for spring? Lisa Briggs is ready for spring. The Bruce Company is ready to have you come in here and beautify your space. Yeah. Now, just get me started. There's some things we need to make spring, like, ready to go. I know plants are easy to buy because they're beautiful and they're easy to pick out, but you're gonna need some tools. So let's start with a good pair of gloves. Super important. Buy some good gloves. The ones from last year, I'm sure they have holes in them. They're in your garage, you don't want those. Buy a new pair. My knees are getting older, so a nice kneeling pad will help out immensely. Really nice. And it's pretty too. I like this. This will save your knees, yes. And you're gonna need some gardening tools because I lose my trowel every year. So we've got a garden trowel for digging. Trowel, small shovel. A garden fork for weeding. Love it. Yep. Basically weeds itself. Yes. And if your thumb is less than perfectly green, we've got some ever blooming, never need watering
garden art.
It's a great backup, but come in here, come and get the beautiful flowers and just put these out as well. For people who are looking just for some advice, really they should utilize your amazing staff.
Absolutely. Our staff has years and years of accumulated knowledge, and stop at the plant desk and we'll get you started and get you on the road to gardening success.
I love it. You know what? I'm glad you didn't have any more tricks up your sleeve over there because I'm running out of room.
Okay. I don't want you to drop anything.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Glad to be back here. Come into the Bruce Company. For Lisa Briggs, I'm Emmy Fink, and you are buzzed into, do you remember?
Madison.
Madison. Cheers, darling.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Quick update on our traffic around the Beltline. Rather smooth, a couple of slow spots, especially on the east side, just near Monona, but overall, not a lot of issues on our roadways as we're getting closer to the 5 p.m. rush hour commutes. That'll do it for our traffic. Let's go ahead and send it over to you.
Thanks, Julian. For every 10 cars Toyota sells worldwide, Mazda sells 1. It's not a big company, but it's been a favorite for people who like to drive.
The Miata put the company on the map, and now they're out with a new vehicle that weighs as much as 2 Miatas. But as Harvey Briggs tells us as we go behind the wheel, the CX-90 is still kind of fun to drive. This is a big car.
It is. It's a big Mazda, and it's built on their new large vehicle architecture. This is the all-new Mazda CX-90, not to be confused with the CX-9. It's going to replace that.
Or confused with the XC90 Volvo.
Exactly.
The CX-90 is a 3-row crossover, replacing the CX-9, and this all-new from the wheels up vehicle is electrified in every trim level.
This is a plug-in hybrid. It's all-wheel drive, all of them. You can get it with just a 3.3-liter turbocharged engine, traditional gas engine with a mild hybrid, but there's no just pure gas engine anymore in this vehicle.
Under the hood, Harvey points out that the gas engine is pushed back for better weight distribution, which results in better handling and room for a wishbone front suspension. That all makes for a better driving experience. All models are rear-biased all-wheel drive. It competes with the likes of the Toyota Highlander, Kia Telluride, and Hyundai Palisade.
Let's go for a drive.
This plug-in hybrid will completely charge overnight with a standard 110-volt plug and will deliver about 26 miles of pure electric driving.
You could drive it all week around town, never have use a drop of gas, and then you could drive to Minneapolis and not think twice about it.
So maybe until they have the infrastructure a little more robust, this might be
exactly
an option.
These plug-in hybrids make a ton of sense from that standpoint. You're doing your best on a daily basis to cut your carbon emissions, but still giving yourself the option of
taking it up north.
Exactly.
And you'll be doing it in style.
Yeah, it looks great. I think Mazda does a nice job with the sculpting on these. Gives the side profile a little bit of interest. The grille is its Mazda signature look, but it's not that crazy over-the-top, overscaled grille. Really nice profile look. Again, you've got a slightly sloping rear roof. You'll notice the short front overhang up here. It's all that, it's a much more sporting looking and driving 3-row crossover.
The plug-in hybrid comes in 3 trim levels, starting at about $48,000. Our Premium Plus in Artesian Red clocks in at $59,000. Without the plug-in, a 2024 CX-90 starts at $39,000, and can go up past 60 big ones when you get the 3.3-liter Turbo S hybrid.
And then you have all the different trim levels, Mark. There are 11 different configurations between engines and trim levels, so it's all very confusing. All you need to know, though, is that if you love to drive and you have to buy a 3-row crossover, this is the one you're going to want to buy.
Not a luxury brand.
No, it's not a luxury brand, and this really isn't a luxury vehicle. It's a premium vehicle. But the thing that really differentiates it from everything else in the category is how it drives. Because Mazda, I talked to their chief engineer, and he said, we tried to put a little bit of Miata in this big vehicle. And
that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. For someone like me who loves to drive, these 3-row crossovers can be kind of soul-sucking. And this one doesn't suck so much.
Well, they missed their slogan. Perfect. Harvey joins us now. And you can pull 5,000 pounds with this thing?
Yeah, it tows 5,000 pounds. You know, those 3-row crossovers or SUVs, they're meant to haul a family around. And so most people don't think about the driver in that situation. And Mazda, because of who they are, that's kind of what they did, and produced a really nice vehicle.
How's the sound system in there?
That's got a solid premium sound system. The upgrade on that, I can't remember the brand that they put in, but I know in using it for a couple of days, it really does sound good.
So if you need one of these things.
Yeah, if you need one, if you need one and you love to drive, this is the one you should probably put at the top of your list.
I got a Highlander once. It was a loaner and wouldn't fit in my garage.
Yeah, that Highlander is pretty big. This is very similar in size. So again, this is that big 3-row crossover vehicle that a lot of people are looking for.
Make sure it fits in the garage.
That's right.
Thank you, Harry.
Great.
RidesAndDrives.com.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Now at Menards, get 11% off everything. Menards is the perfect place to prepare your yard and garden for the summer. With so many options in lawn and garden care, you can keep your yard looking beautiful. For lawn care, check out Menards' great selection of Turf Champ grass seed. It's great for overseeding or seeding new lawns. Grab a 3-pound bag for $6.99 after rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Community is helping each other, making sure your neighbor is taken care of. At Lake Ridge Bank, community is who we are. We take pride in being a community bank, strengthening relationships and investing in the places we come from. It's why we are who we are. Lake Ridge Bank. Go far, go together.
Vitense Golfland offers 2 golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play great golf courses with unmatched viewing clarity. Play different sports such as football and soccer. Have fun with Zombie Ball. Vitense Golfland provides simulator fun for everyone.
It's a little crazy. It's getting a lot worse than they thought it was going to be originally.
There's rising waters and rising fears as the Mississippi River continues to threaten residents here in Cassville. Tonight, I'll have the story.
Coming up at 5.
Find out what factors drive the decision to open and close the Beltline's Flex Lane. Get a look inside Wisconsin's nerve center that monitors and controls the Flex Lane and keeps an eye on roadways throughout the state. Thursday at 6.
And our 3 things we'll need to know. We're looking for some isolated showers that will carry through tomorrow. Some of these showers could mix in with some snow overnight into our Tuesday morning. Overall, not looking for it to be accumulating too much. Dry Wednesday and Thursday, and then a late system coming into Friday and through the weekend. Gary Canozzi will have this breakdown coming up at 5.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
It's Make My Monday at Hy-Vee. One day only this Monday. Get Hy-Vee pasta for just 88 cents. 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve sirloins, just $3.99. Roma Pizza, just $1.99. 6-pack Coke products for just $2.99. Little Debbie's Snacks, 3 for just $5. And Hy-Vee Ketchup for only 99 cents. That's Make My Monday. One day only this Monday. And only at Hy-Vee.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you
All throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In today's Final Touch, another moose on the loose in Alaska.
This time it went to the movies. The moose was caught on the security camera wandering into a movie theater and munching on some popcorn in Kenai, Alaska. Footage released by the theater shows the moose walking into the foyer. Much to the shock of the employee working behind the snack counter, the moose can then be seen eating from a container of popcorn before leaving the cinema with its noose stuck in a McDonald's Happy Face meal box. A wildlife biologist says human food isn't always good for moose and adds a Happy Meal is not in a moose's natural diet.
What?
We're not sure if they're showing the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle at the time.
Oh, but he's having a good time. Look, just having a snack.
Simple snack.
Catching lopers.
This guy comes out and goes, what's going on out here? I think I'll go back in the bathroom.
Better
That's
than
our time for Now. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.